Wow. Lucas stall out them pint bottles out granny crib. I poured so much I ain't wanna live. Told money then, shit we in the wind. I was in the hood when I clipped the bin. Since a young nigga I been ready. Went glass house on every Chevy. In this game I tried plenty settings. It's all or nothing. How niggas been. Got sucker niggas keep suckers with them. One of the reasons I ain't fucking with them. Trish taking some more than her. Guess she couldn't even afford a winner. I'm open late, don't need a scale, and it's always over. Sneak wishing well. I double down, slick shit to spell. Shawty know I don't kiss and tell. I'm faded, 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 faded. I'm faded, 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 faded. I'm faded, 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 faded. I'm faded, faded.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
There we go. There we go, chat. There we go. Oh, man. Double tap the screen, shut live out. What we doing this morning, chat? Double tap the screen, shut live out. What we doing this morning, chat? We got America changing fast. If Trump does this, America will change forever. Our holidays important, and we got Candace Owens calling out the government, man. Double tap the screen, shut live out. I know I wasn't here yesterday. Did you miss me? Are you locked in? Are you just now waking up? Are you just now rolling out of bed? Are you already at work, man? Double tap the screen, shut live out, man. We finna get into it, man. We got an action-packed episode. We got a lot to cover because I didn't go live yesterday, but what do we got, man? We got the Candace Owens, man. They said she dropped straight facts on our episode yesterday, so we might check out a little bit of that later on if we get some time. We got Polymarket CEO sat down with 60 Minutes. You know, Polymarket is where you can bet on anything. Anything. You can bet on political outcomes. You can bet on elections. You can bet on if somebody in the administration is going to get fired, man. Polymarket cracked the damn code. And their CEO did a sit down with 60 Minutes to kind of explain what's going on there. Also, we got Adam Mockler saying Kash Patel reportedly threw a fit on the day of Charlie Kirk's assassination. The next day, Kash Patel went out there, had the press conference. They said he was on the plane throwing a fit, saying he would not leave the plane unless he was dressed appropriate in the appropriate badass FBI outfit. Also, we have a woman named Maria. Allegedly, they saying she's working with a 3-letter agency, but she's talking about the prospect of selling $1.7 trillion worth of infrastructure and resources to the U.S. to carry out the regime change in Venezuela. They're trying to and install her in Miraflores. Promising we will have a massive privatization program waiting for you, man. We're going to get into that. Also, we got Michael Francis, the old mobster, saying Candace Owens should be protected by her husband. Caroline Levy did a press conference. Also, we got some miscellaneous clips. And Diddy, 50 Cent just dropped the Diddy documentary over there on Netflix. So we're going to, it's making a lot of waves. We're not going to watch it, but we're going to cover it. Also, we got former NATO commander making predictions about possible land action. We got a dude named Brad Smith, Neuralink's third patient, and he's the first patient with ALS. We're going to look in, check in on him, see what's going on. Also, they got some resurfaced clips about Donald Trump talking about taking the guns away. Yeah, that's crazy. I did see something about Pam Bondi sitting down talking about taking the guns away during like mental health. I guess if you have a mental health episode and you get one of those 72-hour lockups where they normally let you out in 24, I think they talking about taking the damn guns for that, man. That's crazy. Also we know the Trump. We got a lot of clips, man. If we get into it all, but the what I want to talk about mainly, to start off the show. I hope everybody's having a good morning on your way in. But what I want to talk about to start off the show is that fair tax, man. They're talking about abolish the IRS, take away all taxes, and just putting a flat 30% sales tax on every purchase. Well, most purchases, 90% of purchases. And I want to know how y'all feel about this morning. How do y'all feel about taking away all taxes, income taxes? We just finna cover it, man. Here you go. We're going to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly on the new push to delete the income tax and replace it with a 30% national sales tax. They're calling it the Fair Tax Act, HR 25. They say it keeps coming back, but right now it's getting a lot of steam, especially since Trump ran on no income taxes. I guess they want Trump to follow through on his promise. So they're saying this bill could get it done. Imagine no more IRS breathing down your neck around April 15th. You would be at the beach instead of at TurboTax. They say the entire income tax, payroll tax, estate tax gone. IRS gets abolished. It says you will control 100% of your tax bill. Right now, the government takes cuts before you even see your check. With the fair tax, you get to decide. You want to pay zero federal income tax this month or federal tax this month? Don't spend money on new stuff. If you live like a monk, you pay like a monk. How do y'all feel about that? If you don't want to pay taxes, you get to retain all of your income. You don't want to pay taxes, just don't buy anything. But if you buy something, you will be taxed pretty heavily, about $300 on every 1,000, 30% flat tax. It says work harder, save harder, get rewarded. Right now you have to grind overtime or invest, and Uncle Sam still takes 30 to 50% off the top. Under this Fair Tax Act, the income is all yours. Every dollar that you save or invest is never taxed again. Economists say this could supercharge growth like steroids, man. Do y'all want to see the economy bolstered up like it's took a lot of pre-workout, man, jacked up, eyes big like Cash Patel, throwing 315 up 10 times, looking around like who else wants some? They say this is what needs to go on. They say you'll get a monthly prebate check, free money every month. Sounds like you be out of me. I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Sounds like you be out. They brought the stimulus out, rolled the stimulus out. Now they're talking about a monthly prebate check under this fair. It sounds like a different name for UBI, man. A monthly prebate. A family of four could get $700 to $800 a month. Do y'all remember when they rolled out the UBI test in Baltimore? They were giving I think single mothers like $1,000 to see how long it would, how long they could make it stretch or whatever. I think this is probably going to be expounded on that, a monthly prebate check. How do y'all feel about a monthly prebate check? It says every legal household gets a check every month to cover sales tax on basic necessities. UBI, Universal Basic Income. Damn, they're trying to put this in the Fair Tax Act. I did not know that. Especially with AI and robotics coming, that is wild. They snuck in a monthly prebate check. A family of four could get like about $700 to $800 a month. No questions asked, straight cash, man. Would y'all take free money if prices went up? Yes or no in the chat. Would you take free money if prices went up? Would you be down for the free money even if that meant prices went up? Yes or no in the chat right now. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Yes or no in the chat. Would you take a price hike for free money? 30% tax on everything, 90% of things. I think like used cars won't get taxed, and we'll get into that in a minute. But I know used cars would not get taxed, but you'll have to pay 30% on everything. So if you're spending, let's say, $2,000 a month, you're paying an extra $600. $4,000 a month, you're paying an extra $12. $5,000 a month, you paying an extra $1,500 a month. So that $5,000 bill would turn into a $6,500 bill, but you wouldn't get taxed off of the top, and you would get a monthly rebate check, allegedly. All right, let's get into the bad, man. Let's get into the bad of it. It says 30% on everything new. A car, 30%. iPhone, 30%. A new house, 30% on top of what your state already charges. In Texas, where I'm at right now, that's about 38% total tax at the register. California, you're looking at upwards of 40%. Your Amazon cart is about to look crazy. I'm not gonna lie, man. If you're gonna have more money in your bank account, but when you go to check out, oh Lord, when you go to check out, man, damn, you gonna have to get 30% off just to be paying what you paying now. All right, it says used stuff becomes better. Used stuff becomes more valuable, suddenly bringing an '08 Honda Civic with 180,000 miles to a tax hack. So we already see them Honda Civics and those little cars. The used car market already shot sky high during the pandemic, and they're saying that this would potentially make it worse because that's the new tax hack. If you don't want to pay 30% on a car, you gotta buy used, man. It says rich people already buy used yachts and private jets through LLCs. This just turbocharges that. The middle class pays the full 30%. Billionaires pay almost nothing. 3, it says the black market goes crazy. You think people flip sneakers now? Wait till a pair of Jordan saves you $90 in the sales tax from buying it from some dude in a parking lot. Yes, under the table sales will go crazy when you paying 30% on everything. Jordans are around, damn, I don't even know how much, like $250 now out the store. They want like 180 to 250 for some J's out of the store. Yeah, you're gonna be paying about $400 for J's out of the store. $400 for J's out of the store. Says retirees get absolutely cooked. You spent 40 years paying income tax and now you're living off savings and Social Security. Every single grocery run, every doctor visit, and every new roof is 30% extra. The prebate, the monthly check, that helps a little bit, but damn, you might be eating cat food. You might be eating cat food, man. You might be eating cat food. Like if you're house poor, like if you got a house, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay that 30% to get an extra house. But even if you own the house or you're in the house, you're going to have to be paying 30% every grocery run, every doctor visit, every 30%. So the people who are on a fixed income, they're screwed, man. They're screwed. If you know someone that's on a fixed income, type 1 or 2 in the chat, man. If you know someone that's on a fixed income, put 1 or 2 in the chat if you know someone that is on a fixed income, because they might be screwed if this goes through. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is the ugly. It says the biggest upward transfer of wealth in American history. The top 1% pay 40% of all income taxes right now. Under the Fair Tax Act, their effective rate drops to like 5 or 10% because they would save and invest most of their money. Middle class spends 90% plus of their income. Guess who pays the freight? Us. The 30% number is a straight up lie. So they're saying serious economists, left, right, libertarian, says to replace the current revenue, you need 40 to 50% minimum, maybe 60% if people start dodging taxes. The politicians are saying 30% because 50% sounds crazy. 50% sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? Social Security and Medicare implode unless sales tax hits 60%. Right now, payroll taxes are ring fenced. This bill says trust us. John sales tax will totally cover it. Yeah, that's not gonna be right, man. They're saying that basically Social Security and Medicare is done as of right now, and we're already paying 30 to 50%. Now they're gonna come through and say, hey, look, we're not gonna take the 30-50%. We're gonna give you a flat 30% sales tax rate. Yeah, Medicare and Social Security won't survive that, dude. They won't survive that. They saying it's a one-time inflation nuke. The day this passes, prices effectively jump 25 to 30% overnight. Your rent isn't taxed, but new leases might be structured to pass it on. Gas, food, and clothes, everything new gets the tax. Your salary stays the same for a year or two while prices go to the moon. 1970 stagflation looks like a picnic. So the good part is simple. Wow. I didn't have my do not disturb on this crazy chat. No do not disturb is crazy. It says the good, simpler, fairer in theory, rewards and savings, no more IRS. The bad 30 to 50% sales tax is brutal. Black markets implode, retirees suffer. The ugly is a massive tax cut for the rich disguised as tax reform, and the math only works if you believe the politicians. The bill is not gonna pass tomorrow, but we got a chance, man, especially with Trump out here saying that he wants to abolish the IRS. I've heard like abolish the IRS, and I was wondering like what would they replace it with. So they're trying to replace it with a 30% flat sales tax on everything new. They're saying that that's not going to be sustainable, and even if it was sustainable, it's not going to benefit the everyday Americans. So I want to know how you guys feel about it, man. I want to know how you guys feel about it. All right, man, let's get into it, chat. Let's get into the episode, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. I'm going to take some comments. Welcome in, my squad. Welcome in all the everybody that comes in. What's up, Kiwi? First timers, if this is your first time on one of my live streams, be sure to double tap the screen on your way in. That's how we show Southern hospitality around here. We double tap the screen, show a little Southern hospitality. Say good morning. Good morning to everybody. Whether you're just now waking up on your way to work, we are going into the show, man. We're going into the show. This guy right here is from the Young Republicans, man. This guy's from the Young Republicans. Let me get to the Discord. Let me get to the Discord, man. What did this dude do, man? What did this dude do? Oh yeah, he was trying to meet up with like a 14-year-old. I mean, a teenager. We'll put it like that. He was trying to meet up with a teenager. They don't like us saying the exact age on here, but dude was allegedly trying to meet up with a teenager, man. It says he chairs the Georgia Teen Republicans, a high school organization, and is a member of the Georgia Young Republicans. So this dude was out here trying to meet up with a little boy, man, allegedly.
To me then, don't lie to me. Are you 19?
No, I don't. But I'm a. Oh my God.
Are you 19 or are you 17?
I'm 17. I swear to God, I don't want my money.
Okay. Then talk to me then. Don't lie to me. Are you 19 or are you 17?
I swear to God, on everything I look. Like, you can look at my
ID. Let me see the ID.
I don't have it. I'm for real.
Bro, if you're 19, just say it. Nigga, you'll get way more respect than me being honest.
I swear to God, oh my God. Look, come here. Can you look at my tank? I swear to God, I don't even have a car in my name. I swear to God. I swear to God. You can call my mom. I swear to God, I'm only 17. Just please.
Oh, bro, where's your ID at?
I don't have it. Like, look, check my pockets. Do whatever you want.
You in college? What you?
I'm in college. I'm like, I skipped grade. So I'm like, I swear to God.
Bruh, you're 19, bruh.
Alright, I'm 17. I swear to God, my birthday's July 12th. I swear.
July 12th what?
I'm 18.
I'm 18.
Like,
bro, why you lying to me, bro?
What I was doing, I swear to God, I wasn't. No, I don't. But I'm a, oh my God.
Are you 19 or are you 17?
So, dude, this got like 1 million views right now, man. They going crazy. They talking about this while Grindr always shuts down when the Republicans come around, man. They talking crazy, man. Allegedly, the text messages are pretty damning. They said he was blocking around the parking lot trying to scope the scene before he picked up this teenager, man. This is the part 2 of it.
I would never do something like that. I swear to God.
What you?
I'm in college. I'm like, I skipped grade. So I'm like, I swear to God.
Bruh, you're 19, bruh.
Alright, I'm 17. I swear to God, my birthday's July 12th. I swear.
July 12th what?
I'm 18.
I'm 18.
Like,
bro, why you lying to me, bro?
What I was doing, I swear to God, I wasn't trying to make a cocaine. I would never do something like that. I swear to God. I'm just.
Let me be 100. Let me be 100 to you, because nigga, You already know what that shit is wrong.
I know.
I already peeped your behavior, nigga, driving around trying to peep the scene.
Okay,
like, nigga, that shit ain't cool, nigga. Like, there ain't none of that shit going on at Athens, bro. Like, delete the profile, nigga, or whatever, nigga.
I do. I swear to God.
Apologize to Athens, though.
I apologize.
You gonna do that shit again?
I swear to God I won't. I delete it. I play on everything I love. It's my mama, I swear to God.
Alright, don't do that.
Damn, that's the leader of the young Republicans down there, man. Damn, man. It says he is he's Georgia GOP Secretary Jaquan Stembridge. He was caught in a ring allegedly trying to meet a teenager. He chairs the Georgia Teen Republicans, a high school organization, and is a member of the Georgia Young Republicans, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. They done caught him down bad out there. All right, chat. We finna move on though. This clip right here, dude went to I think Bangladesh, man. Dude went to Bangladesh, and they just got rivers of trash flowing out into the ocean. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty ecstatic that we have the infrastructure that we have over here, and I don't have to walk outside and see shit like this, bro. Like I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine it, bro.
And then I froze. I became the trash king.
I'm the trash king now, boys.
I was walking through old Dhaka when I smelled something strange. I followed the smell around the corner, and then I froze. Right in front of me, there was a river of trash. I decided to follow it, but for that, I had to cross it.
Look at that, the mountain of trash. Imagine living in an area like this. God damn. Me, I'm the trash king now. I'm the trash king now, boys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Then I continued walking along the edge, and the smell was getting stronger, and the river kept going and going. Every time I turned a corner, I expected to see the end. And the whole time, one question was stuck in my head. Where does this river start?
I cannot unsee what I've just seen, and I have to show you as well.
After walking for what felt like forever, I realized something. There was no beginning, no big hole, no factory pipe, no giant trash monster hiding behind a wall. The trash river didn't come from one place. It came from everywhere.
I don't know how long have I been walking. It's just never ending, bro. It's just never ending. It's still going.
Every house, every shop, every alley, it was endless. And
yeah, that shit is crazy, man. I'm from Arkansas, chat, and don't get me wrong, people like to put couches on the side of the road and shit, you know, dressers and shit. So the city don't always come pick it up either. They'll leave that shit by the side of the road for a while too, chat. I'm talking about like somebody get bed bugs, throw out a mattress and shit, couch will have, you know, dog pee stains all in it, and they'll just leave it out there, man. And them folks, sometimes they do not come get it. I promise you, that shit'll sit out there for some months, bro. But it's nothing like this. It's nothing like this, bro. Like, this is a sea of trash, bro. Like a sea of trash. They need their ass whooped. I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. The government, the people, like, somebody need their ass whooped for that, man. Like, just somebody need their ass whooped. I'm just gonna be all the way honest, man. Somebody need their ass whooped for that shit, all that trash, man. Ain't enough cleaning up in the world gonna fix that shit, man. We sitting over here talking about recycling and shit. All the damn bottles I done threw in the recycle bin, and all the plastic and shit I done recycle. It don't matter. When we got shit like this going on in the world, it don't matter. Recycle what? Alright, Chad, we finna move on. That shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. I don't know. I'm glad we got some infrastructure over here. I'm not gonna lie, man. Alright, this dude name is Brad Smith. He's the third Neuralink patient, man. Elon changed his life allegedly, man. He's the third Neuralink patient, and this gives you some insight into the future as well. He has ALS. He has an implant. Is the only way it can communicate. So with this implant, he edited a whole video. So he's in there editing videos, doing all kind of shit. He let AI clone his voice. So now even on his videos, the AI is speaking in his voice. And yeah, this is crazy, man. This is what's coming.
History with this video you edited using your Neuralink. Can you show us what you did and tell us a bit about how you did it. It's amazing.
Apple makes it easy to edit videos with iMovie. I did a decent job editing videos before ALS. I just haven't had enough control over the cursor and a decent computer before now. I wanted to make a video to answer common questions about my experience with Neuralink. It was just hard to catch up on how much Apple has changed in the 6 years since I last used a Mac. I am Brad Smith. I'm the third person in the world to receive the Neuralink brain implant. I'm also the first person with ALS and the first nonverbal, which means that I rely on it for all communication. I am making this video using the brain-computer interface to control the mouse on my MacBook Pro.
Wow.
This is the first video edited with the Neuralink, and maybe the first edited with a BCI. This is my old voice narrating this video,
There you are.
cloned by AI from recordings before I lost my voice. I want to explain how Neuralink has impacted my life and give you an overview of how it works. I have ALS, a really weird disease that kills the motor neurons that control my muscles, but not affecting my mind.
That's crazy. So he lost all motor function in his muscles, but he still has his mind. So he got the Neuralink, and now he's editing videos, and you know, shit, that did raise the quality of his life. So however, regardless of how we personally feel about AI, the future, the technology, and what's going on, it is affecting the quality of life for some people. Who, that guy, let's just be honest, he probably had a really low quality of life. He had ALS. He went from, you know, said it had been 6 years since he had messed with a Mac, a computer. So his quality of life was deteriorating. Now, is his quality of life perfect now? No, but is it probably 1,000 times better? Of course. I can't deny that Neuralink probably made his quality of life 1,000 times better. All right, Chad, we finna move on. This guy went into Disney World. No, he went to Disneyland, man. He went to Disneyland and bought a pizza, man. A 16-inch pizza in Disneyland costs $100, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Chad. We would've ate Red Baron, bro. We would've ate a Red Baron for the $5, 2 for $10, man. $100 for a pizza, man. Listen, the pizza don't come with no gold flakes or nothing, man. Like, what? $100 for some damn pizza though is crazy. A 16. Listen, you damn near can go to Little Caesars and have a pizza party on $100, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. My old job probably used to throw the whole pizza party for $100 off Little Caesars, man. And y'all telling me Disneyland want $100 for like 6 slices of pizza? Kiss my ass, man. Kiss my ass.
So we're at Alien Pizza Planet, right? And I'm looking at the prices and their pizzas and all that. Look at how much they're charging for a whole pizza, guys. Whole 16-inch pizza. Pepperoni, $86. Cheese, $84 for one pizza.
That's before tax, bruh. Then you gotta put another $10 on there on tax. You gonna break $100 bill, man. You're about to break $100, bruh. 520s, 10 tens, man, to get this pizza, bruh. A cheese pizza for $84, bruh. $84, bruh, for a cheese pizza, man. Mickey Mouse better made that shit himself, bruh. I want Walt Disney to cook that motherfucker, man, for $100. Crazy.
16-inch pizza. Pepperoni, $86. Cheese, $84 for one pizza. That's Disneyland for you guys. Let's go see how the pizza looks, though. It's 93? I thought it was 80.
Listen, he just paid $93. After tax and everything, it was $93 for this pizza. How much do y'all think a drink cost? If the pizza's 96 bucks, these folks probably want $18 for a 20 ounce. Man, they might give you a 32 ounce. They probably want $18 for a 32 ounce, and they gonna give it to you in a little plastic refillable cup and charge $10 a refill, $12 a refill. Kiss my ass. This is crazy. Look at that pizza. That's $100 pizza right there, bro. That's $100 pizza right there, man. And it's not even a New York or a Chicago deep dish, man. This is, let's be real, man. This is your run-of-the-mill California pizza, man. They're not even famous for pizza out there, bro. Like, could y'all at least be famous for the pizza before you try to charge crazy, enormous prices? Outrageous.
This place is crazy, though. If you ain't got no money, dude, if you ain't planning to spend money. Nah, journalist. I just went to KFC and got a $5 box the other day with a piece of chicken and 2 sides, I think, man. And a biscuit, man. Nah, KFC not doing that. They might be doing y'all like that where you at. But I just went to KFC in Arkansas the other day and got a $5 box, man. Disneyland is definitely not the spot for you.
It's crazy, man. $100 for a slice of pizza, man. I would have politely declined. All right, Chad. This one of the last clips before we really get into the show with the Candace Owens, the Venezuela, and what's going on around the world, man. Around the world. This guy right here is Polymarket CEO. This is Polymarket CEO. If y'all aren't familiar with Polymarket, it's a
nearly a year before John.
It's a betting platform. And you can bet on anything. Elections. If people are gonna get in, I remember they had a bet would Elon be part of the Trump admin, and it was paying crazy if Elon would have been a part of the Trump admin. Yes, he did get into Doge, but he was outside of the government. His Doge position was technically not an actual government position, so that's why the odds were paying so crazy if he would have got a government position.
Shane Copeland.
That's how I know we're cooked. See, once they start gambling on shit, that's when it's all bad. So we already see how rigged sports is. Now they're gambling on elections. They're gambling on politicians in office. They're gambling on policy that's gonna be passed. This shit, the stakes just got 1,000 times bigger. What people don't realize is this Polymarket shit, man. Once it becomes mainstream, like all of these betting platforms and these prop betting platforms, once this shit becomes mainstream, we're cooked, man. Do you guys see what I'm saying about how powerful this is? Like how this will change the world. That's why I got the title, is the world is changing. Trump is changing America forever, man. This is gonna change the world right here. This gambling on current events is going to change the world. When we see now, I want to know, did they have this going into the elections in Mexico? Because you remember, up into the Mexican elections, like 40-50 politicians got killed, unalived, assassinated. So I wonder, were the gambling odds on then? Because that makes those assassinations not only politically motivated, but financially motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to remember the last Mexican elections, like 40 politicians came up dead. It's crazy. Yeah, but it haven't been mainstream, some dumb beats. It haven't been, because y'all remember during the election cycle last time, they was trying to take Polymarket down. They was trying to say that Polymarket wasn't going to be able to operate here, but I believe something passed to where they're A-okay. Real chat, I reached out to Polymarket. I told them folks to go ahead and give me the promo code, man. Go ahead and give me a damn QR. To give the ease. It's going to ease people into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be the people that he's trying to attract for this business venture are more than likely people who are tuned into the news, tuned into the economy, that probably own stocks or
crypto or whatever it is, but he's taking a different take on it. Look, instead of you just buying stocks or instead of you just buying crypto, you know what, you can bet a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can bet a little bit.
Pontificating about, or that they have really good reason to believe, and distill it down into one probability.
But if nobody knows for sure...
Yeah, well, if...
Don't do it yet, Grape Seed. Let me send you a damn promo code, man. Don't download that motherfucker yet. Let me send you a promo code, man. Get in the Discord.
People knew for sure it would be 100%. But ultimately, it's going to get you something that's better.
I don't even know if they got a promo code, Chad. I really don't.
Some of their market.
Do you hear me? People will commit crimes to win a big enough bet. They talking about they got 135 million on one of these elections already, man. We know that the currency exchange rate down there in Mexico is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? It's them pesos to them dollars get a little bit different. And pesos to them euros get a little bit different, man. And we had, let me see how many politicians died, man. How many people died? How many politicians died during Mexican election cycle? Let me see how many folks passed away, man. 37 between June 2023 and June 2024. 37, with one report citing 63 assassinations of political figures during the same period, man. Additionally, 268 candidates, politicians, related individuals, or their family members. So about 270 people dropped, man, behind them elections over there. So just think when the money really gets involved, like 135. This is 100-something million on here, and it's not even mainstream yet. Like, these are people that are kind of on a little early, if you want to be honest, with this a particular platform. So just think if it goes mainstream, where that 135 million on that one election is 20x, you know what I'm saying, 30x, you know, that's when it's going to be a lot of incentive, man. It's going to be some shit going on. This where you might get a damn drone strike on a crib, man. You fuck around and it's 135 million. You fuck around and have you about 400 million. This is one dude putting 400 million on the game, man. 400 million on some political outcomes and shit, man. It can, listen, man. They talking about the French government allegedly got 1.5 million on CANDACE head, man. Allegedly. What this dude's playing with 400 million. You know what I'm saying? He's playing with the shit. Let's just call it. It is what it is. He's probably taking calculated, but he's playing with this shit, man. Think about how many of these guys out there just playing with this shit, man.
Things. I feel like it's
crazy. Think about the incentive, chat. They're betting on, is Maduro gonna be out by 2020, the end of the year? This dude saying he's bet for 400 million. He playing with 400 million. You know what I'm saying? Think about the incentive, not just on U.S. soil, but like globally. I'm kind of whispering because I'm a little spooked. I'm just gonna be real. I'm a little spooked right now for regime change. Like, in these poor countries, a lot of money goes a way longer way than it does over here. So if a motherfucker got 100 million on regime change and he can insert 5 to 10 million on some damn protest and riots and shit, some Nepal Gen Z style takeover shit, he might cash in on that 100 million. He might cash in on that 100 million. This shit is crazy. See, that's what I mean about it going mainstream. Now, over the next 5 to 10 years is where the mainstream rollout comes. Like 2020, it started, you know what I'm saying? Really wasn't a big thing, but now the mainstream's hitting here. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a different, politics is more mainstream. It's more, the algorithm is more creators, like large creators talking about it, and it's a gambling aspect to it now. They're getting, they got Don Jr. there, like they finna do some damn promo, bro. One thing we can guarantee, they got Don Jr. over there, they finna do some promo. Poly market, man, how do y'all feel about poly market, man? We finna move on, chat. Alright, let's move on, man. We finna get into the Candace. Yeah, let's get into the Candace for a minute. Well, we an hour in. We almost an hour in, chat. How far are we in? Yeah, we almost an hour in. We'll get into the Candace for a minute. At least the clips. Alright, this is the ex-mafia boss, Mike. I think he the one that said he told on everybody, man. He pointed out everybody in jail, out of jail, around jail, man. But he's saying Candace Owens' husband, with all that damn money, should have been protecting her, man.
My friends, a recent post I made about Candace Owens, I believe needs some clarification. When I stated that her husband is in great part responsible for what she's dealing with now, possible death threats, scorn, ridicule, and hatred online from thousands of people, I meant it. But when I said control, I am not saying anything out of turn. Candace Owens, in her own words on her platform, stated that the only way I would stop what I'm doing is if my husband told me to stop. He didn't, and as a result, she is dealing with all the stuff I just mentioned. So he did have control over her and the situation. Not controlling her life, and don't take it to the extreme. But when you see your spouse, your girlfriend, your significant other, possibly getting into a situation that could be detrimental to her, you control it. You step in. You tell her, hey, enough. And let me tell you this. Candace Owens, she can do whatever she wants. She has a right to get on there. Charlie Kirk was her friend. She has a right to investigate. I respect her. She's an intelligent woman. I may not agree with everything she's saying, but I don't fault her for getting on her platform and saying whatever she believes to be true. But let me tell you this. She's never going to prove that Charlie Kirk was murdered by Mossad or anything else. If the government wants to hide it, they're going to hide it. We still don't know the truth about John F. Kennedy or Martin Luther King or a score of other things or Jeffrey Epstein or any of that. So when it comes to a point where now it's getting her in trouble, that her life is in danger, I think it's time to put a stop to it. And her husband should have stepped in and done exactly that. And he didn't do.
So let's put it to a poll, chat. Yes or no in the chat. Should Candace Owens' husband have told her to pipe down, to chill out? I'm going to say this while we get the yes or no's in the chat, man. Should Candace Owens' husband have told her to stop? I'm finna put it in the poll. I'm finna put the poll in the chat, man. Let me put the poll right here in this poll. I'm going to put a new poll up. Put yes or no in the chat while I get the new poll there. Should Candace Owens' husband have told her to be quiet? I ain't gonna say stop. I'm gonna say be quiet. All right, we're gonna put it in the chat, man. We're gonna put it in the chat because that's what he's saying, man. She said that my husband is the only one that can stop this, and he's saying that hell, he should have pulled the trigger, and not pulled the trigger literally, but told her to stop. Hell.
And as a result, she's dealing with some serious consequences. I don't know if it's true or not, but she claims there's death threats on her. And she's certainly the object of scorn and ridicule and hatred online. Who knows what that can lead to? Her husband should have stepped in and controlled the situation. So that's what I meant. And for you guys out there that's saying, you know, you don't control your woman, that's what I meant. You protect your woman. And the same way a woman can protect her man, her husband, if he's doing something that can jeopardize himself. It's a mutual agreement. It's not what you say, and I stand behind that 100%. Her husband should have stepped in and controlled the situation. She wouldn't be dealing with what she's dealing with right now.
He is correct 100%, but that's what he married. Like, he knew that Candace was a journalist. He knew that Candace took on those kind of topics, so this isn't anything new. So it would be more out of the norm for him to say, hey, chill out, you know what I'm saying? He married her. Now it would be different if like she wasn't doing that. Like, dude, he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars allegedly, a lot of money. He's worth a lot of damn money. And Candace could be put up. Candace doesn't have to work. Candace doesn't have to go live. Candace doesn't have to do anything really but tend to those kids, if we want to be honest. So he knew that she was a journalist. He knew that she was working. They got married rather quickly, but at the same time, it's like, should he have told her to chill out? Yeah, hell yeah, he should have. Protect them kids, protect the family. But is it logical that he was gonna tell her to chill out? No, he knew the woman that he married. You know, like if she wasn't a journalist, it would be different. Like if she was just a regular mom or a regular, worked at a damn salon or something, it would be different. Telling a beautician like, hey, babe, you online, I understand that's your friend, but we got 3 kids and you gotta go to the salon to do hair tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Like, that would be, a situation where like, yeah, hey, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like but this is literally her job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's her job. All right, let's move on, man, to the next one. This guy right here is saying Candace just dropped facts last night. I haven't seen Candace's episode. I did see the clip where she said she feels like the government set her up. I saw that live actually, but I did not watch the episode yet. But this guy's talking about the episode.
Went live today, slapped her giant brass balls on the table with another mountain of evidence and told those globalist pedo fucks, your move, motherfuckers, what are you going to do? If you're gonna fucking kill me already. What has Candace laid out? Candace basically has a whistleblower from within the French government that has led her to Egyptian planes, French Foreign Legion allegedly being involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, and the fucking leader of France putting out an assassination attempt on her, right? Allegedly paying $150 million. She has reported all of this to the FBI, even has confirmation that this information was set directly on Donald Trump's desk over a week ago. And mind you, when Candace tweeted this out, 145 million impressions on X. Worldwide front page news. What did the White House respond with? Nothing. Crickets. The FBI did not respond to her, and she is exactly correct. If she was making any of this up, and it was all bullshit, then it would have to be some kind of a fucking felony. There would have to be some kind of a crime to make these allegations. So the FBI should have went and arrested her. If this is bullshit and it's not true, they should have came out and been like, no, Candace has got this all wrong. This Egyptian military plane is here on a sightseeing tour, and they're just tourists, and they were just happened to be in fucking Utah that day that Charlie Kirk got killed just for a good old time. Nothing to see here. But they can't even do that because there is no legitimate excuse for all of the pieces that Candace is laying out. The only thing that is keeping Candace alive right now, and I'm shocked that they don't just drone strike her house, because that's how arrogant these evil motherfuckers are. And the only thing that is keeping her alive now is that she has laid all this out, and that she came out right to the front of it. Because what it does is they can't Charlie Kirk her, because there's no time to create their bullshit narrative and come up with a patsy. Because if Candace was to turn up dead any time in the next 6 months, we all fucking know who did it, and the response is gonna be revolution. Because we the people are fucking done with these lion snake ass motherfuckers that are a million times more evil than any of you can even fathom, because they do not give a shit about you. They don't want to make any of our lives better. These leaders only they only care about torturing us, poisoning us, fucking ripping us up with mRNA vaccines and fucking oppressing us and locking us in our houses. These are evil pieces of shit. And if they're gonna say oh, we can't talk about this because it could fucking hurt the economy. If the economy is held up by blackmail, lies, murder, and bullshit, then this economy does not deserve to stand. This society does not deserve to stand. This government does not deserve to stand. That's what we were told this in our Bill of Rights in the Constitution. It is our duty as the American people to make sure that we have an honest Constitution. We have been given a republic, and it is ours only if we choose to keep it. And we have gotten lazy. Generations in the past have gotten lazy, but we didn't know. That's the difference now. Now we know the game. There is no excuse anymore if you fucking bury your head in the sand and try to be like, whoa, no, Trump's got a plan, you just gotta trust him. Shut the fuck up, motherfuckers, with that absolute dumb bullshit of fucking trust the fucking plan. People, things are fucking a million times worse than any of us have ever thought. Candace, go fucking harder, go Max. Burn this motherfucker to the ground, if that's what this brings. If exposing the truth collapses society, then this society and this government, they don't deserve to stand. We should demand honesty. We deserve that. We deserve that. For what we pay for it, for the amount of fucking taxes they extort out of us and the evil shit they do with it, fuck them. Fuck them and their dirty, corrupt fucking asses. Burn it all to the ground, Candace. Go hard, go Max. Godspeed to Candace Owens. To the rest of you, good luck. Long live this beautiful republic.
Yeah, he went off, Chad. He went off, man. He took a very strong stance, man. I'm not gonna lie. Candace, I gotta catch the episode now. He made me want to go watch it. I hadn't even seen it. Alright, Chad, they saying that this guy right here is handing out 18-inch machetes and bottles of Everclear and vodka to the homeless. So how do y'all feel about this? Double tap the screen, shut a live out, Chad. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. We 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal, man. We trying to hit 41,500 subscribers this stream, man. Share this live out far and wide. Share it to the last person you text or the timeline. If you're watching on the playback, be sure to comment throughout. Do y'all see anything wrong with this man handing out 18-inch machetes and half gallons of vodka to the homeless? Is there anything wrong with that, chat? Yes or no in the chat. Should this man be allowed to hand out 18-inch machetes and half gallons of vodka to the homeless? Alright, we can't play that song. Look, he handing out 18-inch machetes and vodka, man. Look, half gallons, man. Should he be able to do that, man? This is crazy, bruh. What? What? This is crazy. He's giving them machetes and half gallons of vodka, dude. This is diabolical, bro. Look at that one. That's a big blade right there. What the hell is she gonna do with that? What is she gonna do? Look at how she looking at it, man. She thinking right now, like, now what the hell am I finna do with it? The blade not covered up or nothing. He got the liquor taped to the blade, bro. That is a big Aladdin sword. That's not even a machete. That's an Aladdin sword with a half gallon of Heaven Hill taped to it, bro. What good could come from this? You know how I get when you get a new gun or something, chat. You just keep pulling it out and looking at it and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or you go open up the case, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's now you got the machete. So what are they going to do with the machete? Are they just going to keep, you know, unsheathing their machete, you know what I'm saying? Are they going to put it up? Like, you got the half gallon of vodka. He's saying he keeping the homeless in the streets safe. He's saying this is, you said to cut fruits. Man, they ain't cutting no damn fruits. You said open coconuts, man. Do it look like some coconuts out there, man? Do it look like look at this dude right here, man. Dude got on a snapback, some skinny jeans, a watch, a chain, and a flannel shirt, man. Do it look like any coconuts are out there, man? Yeah, I don't think it's any coconuts out there that he need to cut open, bro. Like, dude look like he in damn the middle of the city, bro. It look like he might have a pack on him. You know what I'm saying? He might can cut up something else, but I don't think it's any coconuts out there, dude. I'm just gonna be real. I don't think it's no coconuts out there, man. Look, she got on a Bel Air shirt, man. She got on a Bel Air shirt with some some Skims. She got some Skims, a Bel Air shirt on, and a Allen Iverson arm sleeve. And you talking about she trying to cut some coconuts, man. She got on a damn Allen Iverson arm sleeve, bro. She's about to hit you with a Luka step back right now, and you talking about she trying to cut some damn coconuts. Look, he know what he finna do with it. He just know he finna do some bullshit. Look how happy he is. That's his wish a motherfucker would face right there. You know he finna do something crazy. He finna pull it out right now. He can't wait to unpackage that motherfucker. He know who he finna pull that out on right now, Chad. He know exactly who he finna pull up on with that bad boy. I wonder, did they have a fight, like a sword fight? Okay, that's kind of better that he passing them out without the alcohol. The alcohol combination was crazy. See, the alcohol combination looks so much worse because the knives are bigger and it's just a half gallon. Nah, bro. Like, nah, bro. The regular knives is cool, but the liquor knife combination is crazy. Why he didn't get a knife here? He got a cane. He don't want really need a damn knife. Why he didn't get a knife? He got a cane. His cane might have a poker in it, Chat. Y'all think his cane got the little knife attachment at the bottom? Cause he sure as hell did you take a cane? Did you get a gun either? He might have ran out of knives and just started passing out half gallon. Look, he didn't get a knife either. He just got a half gallon. Yeah, I just want a half gallon. Alright. Yeah, them niggas just got half gallons. That's crazy to me, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That is crazy. Picture Bradley coming to the hood and passing out half gallons and fucking them Aladdin swords, bro. They would have called him the police, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If he would have pulled up in my hood passing out Aladdin swords and damn half gallons, man.
It's like, oh my God, this guy was.
People would have had quite a bit of questions. People would have been a little more skeptical. I'm just gonna keep it real. People from where I'm from would have been a little skeptical that this dude passing out Aladdin swords and half gallons of Heaven Hill.
This isn't a one-off. This isn't a lone wolf. This is an intentional design to start basically an internal physical component of what I call this color revolution. And this is just one among many that I think that we should expect to see.
So you're saying the date was chosen, or this guy was used for a color revolution. One, tell the audience, what do you mean by that, and who's in charge? Who's in your best thinking, who's driving this color revolution against the people and the sovereignty of the United States?
Yeah, I think that right now, when we have to really take a hard look at what happened all the way back to 2016 under Obama, and I think that Obama is still in the mix here. I think the operational commander on the battlefield here in the United States of America is John Brennan. I believe that. I mean, that's my gut. I think that there's enough indicators out there for the type.
Donating? Hell no, that's not donating. So chat, y'all mean to tell me if that guy came to your city, now see, you said this can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere. I'm saying specifically the town I'm from. They would have looked at him a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? They would have been like, what the hell is going on? Especially if he's just not from there. You know, they would have been like, somebody would have called the police on him where I'm from. I'm just going to keep it all the way at being, yeah, the police would have came out there if he would have been out there passing it out. But now, y'all mean to tell me, if this guy passed out Aladdin swords and half gallons of vodka in your community, and what if he would have followed them? What if he would have sat there with them for a few hours and been like, hey, let's take some shots, got them real drunk, and then they get the fight? You know what I'm saying? Now they fights are a little different because they got these Aladdin swords. And would he have been wrong then if he would have stayed and got them drunk and watched them fight with the swords? Because that's probably what's going to happen when the camera go off. I'm just going to be honest. That's probably what's going to happen when the camera go off. So would he have been wrong if he would have stayed to watch that?
Activities that you look at what John Brennan has said, what he's been talking about. I do think that Obama is a part of the command structure. When we talk about, I'm putting it into military terminology, but I believe that that's part of the command structure. There is an international component to this. I call it the axis of resistance. The axis of resistance essentially consists of communists, both that are emanating from the CCP's control, but also communists inside of our country. I mean,
yeah, my town don't got a lot of homeless or Adam at all. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real now. there might be couch surfers. Now there probably are couch surfers in my town, but like as far as like homeless and sleeping on the street, like nah, man. It's not many homeless where I'm from at all.
You know, if people don't believe that there's communists in Congress, you know, go look at the way that they voted to get rid of socialism. I mean, what it was, 92 didn't vote against socialism as part of the functioning parts of our government. I mean, so you got communism, you've got Islamism, you've got these narco cartels, these terrorist groups that are also part of this. It's not just Hamas and Hezbollah. It's FARC and it's the Cartel del Sol. I mean, you have a combination of organizations, and there are people that are at the, you know, sort of at the pincer of it, meaning the pointy end of the spear that are organizing and controlling some of this. I mean, all you have to do is read their damn doctrine, which I have. And I want people to understand when we talk about color revolutions, that's what's going on over in Ukraine. That total loser war that I keep talking about, we have to get the hell out of there. We've got it. Trump has got to tell his team, if he wants to stick with this team, it's like you said in the preempt with
I'm gonna keep it real. Arkansas, where I'm from, like in the Tri-County area, you know what I'm saying, it might be every year you probably get like one or two people that do pass from being homeless. Like they just, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, the weather gets too bad and you know that they're found, you know what I'm saying. It's like one or two people, you know. It's not, that's sad, but we don't have like overflowing homeless like in my Tri-County area. Like we don't have overflowing homelessness like in other places.
With Jack and his brother, you know, Trump signs all these executive orders. Who's checking to make sure these things are actually being put into effect all the way down to the lowest levels, right? And the one phrase that I used to use as a commander in the military is because, you know, all the lawyers would come in, and I say that lawyers advise, leaders decide. And so President Donald J. Trump, you need to make a decision now. Listen to your lawyers, but make a decision.
See, Arkansas it's like, Arkansas is, it's racist people in Arkansas, but it's you encounter like little overt, little covert racism there, but you got communities in Arkansas where it's all black people. Like, I mean, everybody's black. The whole court's black, the damn post office black, the school's black. You have places like that in Arkansas, then you got places where it's all white. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's all white. I grew up maybe 5 minutes away from a sundown town. 10-minute drive, you in the sundown town, just being honest. But that's where I was born and raised, man. That's where I'm from. I'm in Texas currently, like, but I was born and raised in Arkansas.
Get your team, whether it's CIA, DNI, SecWar, you know, Sec State, Sec Commerce, I don't care. Get them all in and tell them, and especially the Secretary of Homeland Security. I mean, I think that Trump felt like all this going on and it was happening. It's not happening. The essence of a color revolution is in this case, for the United States of America, this is a long period of time that this has been going on. They kicked it into higher gear.
What do you mean you can't swim in your own lakes? You can. It's black people in the lake all the time. It's black people in the lake all the time in Arkansas. You can't go to the Ozarks. You can go. You just might get some funny ass looks in certain places of the Ozarks. I mean, that's what you can go. I've been in the Ozarks. Like shit, I've been to Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Bentonville. I've been to all those places, you know. But like, I don't think y'all understand, like, sundown towns, you can go there. Now, don't get me wrong, you can go there, you gonna get, you just gonna deal with the little, you know, attitudes or looks, people looking at you and shit. But then you have sundown towns where it's like a very small population to where you really don't got no business being out there anyway. Like, what brought you here other than traveling and stopping to get gas? You probably don't have nothing to do there anyway. I'm just gonna be real. It's nothing there. They probably barely got a post office in there. Maybe a Dollar General, because you know everywhere has a Dollar General. They got a post office and a Dollar General, man. What are you doing over there? I mean, you can go, but shit is just.
When Trump won in 2016, and then they're balls to the walls right now, you know, in terms of what they're doing, and it's clear. All you got to look at is the components of a color revolution. Go look at the components. I mean, I can list them off here, but it's on my pin post on X right now. Just go look at the components of a color revolution. We are going through all of them. Trump needs to understand that this is not just some, like he said in one of the clips you showed, this is not some guy who's a loony bin. No, this guy is extremely well trained. He is a soldier of the left. Okay, he is a soldier of the movement to destroy the United States of America, and we have got to start facing the facts. The main actions that we are seeing economic warfare being played against us. We're seeing cyber warfare. I mean, my God, Mike Benz is one of the best to listen to. We have political interference. You know, most people, Steve, don't know about what's called I wrote it down here, the New Virginia Majority, right? There's a name, Tram Nyan, New Virginia Majority. This is a communist movement inside of the United States to make sure that they get as many people that are communists running at the local level, school boards on up, right? And then we have what's called, within the color revolution, you have what's called contrived cultural shifts. And that's this whole Islamification of the United States of America in different places of the country. I mean, we have the problem right here in Florida. I'm down here in Florida right now. It's not just in Florida. It's not just in Dearborn. It's not just in Houston with the Epic City. Steve, this is a creeping like a cancer that is coming into our country. Islam.
What the hell is that music?
Is not compatible with Christianity.
For hardworking people.
All right, man, we're going to move on from that. That was General Michael Flynn over there talking on Steve Bannon's War Room, man. I got this right here, too. They said they found $5 million was discovered at a Ukraine politician's house. We know that Zelensky's second in charge has stepped down amid $100 million scandal. And they went and raided some of these people cribs, the Ukrainian politician. Look, man, 5 million, man. Look, them blue faces, man. Them US dollars, and man, he had 5 million in cash in the top drawer, man. 5 million in cash. This a politician, man. You get into politics, man. They get the giving you old and new hundreds, man. Old and new hundreds, man. Boom. Jackpot. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy, man. 5 million in the top drawer. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, Chad. 5 million in the top drawer is wild. All right, Chad. Let me see. Where we at? All right, let's watch what Caroline said, man. I was gonna watch what Candace said, but we finna get into the Caroline right quick. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. We're gonna get into this Caroline Levitt, man. Let's see what Caroline said to the nation yesterday.
And American culture. Reportedly, thousands of these strangers and unknown individuals were flagged to the Biden administration for national security, public safety, and fraud concerns. But the terrifying truth is that the Afghanistan debacle is just a small part of Democrats' complete and total betrayal of the American people during the Biden years. The tragedy that we just witnessed the day before Thanksgiving.
Man, Adam, shut the hell up. Did you not hear me that I said it was 100 million? I said 100 million, but they found 5 million at that dude's house. Yes, he's part of a $100 million investigation. Zelensky's second in charge. But in that clip, they found $5 million in cash in that dresser. There wasn't no 100 million in that dresser right there, man.
And then he will take on the rest of the week himself. Next, I would like to address the horrific tragedy that took place in our nation's capital last week. A foreign terrorist that the Biden administration failed to properly vet ambushed 2 members of the West Virginia National Guard who were honorably serving here to keep the residents and visitors of Washington, D.C. safe. U.S. Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf was severely wounded in the attack and remains hospitalized while he continues to fight for his life. Tragically, U.S. Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom died of her wounds. She was just 20 years old. President Trump and the entire White House are praying for Andrew's full recovery at the request of his parents and their personal phone call with the president over the weekend. And we are keeping Sarah's family and friends in our prayers during this unimaginably difficult time. Sarah and Andrew represent the very best of America, two young patriots who were willing to put on the uniform and risk their lives in defense of their fellow Americans. Both of them truly embody the profound words spoken by Jesus Christ in the gospel. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Sarah and Andrew are heroes, and we will never forget their sacrifice. That means ensuring the monster responsible for this atrocity is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law and faces the most severe punishment possible. It also means reckoning with why this atrocity was allowed to happen in the first place, so that it may never occur again. Here are the facts. The terrorist who gunned down American soldiers blocks away from the White House in an ambush was an Afghan national who was flown into our country by Joe Biden's administration in September 2021 in the chaotic wake of their botched withdrawal from Afghanistan, one of the most embarrassing moments in the history of our great country. Joe Biden's historic failure in Afghanistan continues to haunt this country and our men and women in uniform. Not only did this surrender lead to a suicide bombing that killed 13 American heroes in Kabul, but now National Guard troops were shot on U.S. soil by the same kind of enemy. We continue to live with the deadly consequences of Joe.
Man, did y'all see that report where they say the Saudis found 10 tons of gold, copper, and silver and shit? Man, let me look that up. They reported that Saudi finds 10 tons. I don't know. That might have been trolling.
Joe Biden's horrific leadership. Nearly 100,000 Afghans were recklessly released into the United States with little to no vetting. There was no regard for the disorder and violence that this would unleash on American communities and American culture. Reportedly, thousands of these strangers and unknown individuals were flagged to the Biden administration for national security, public safety, and fraud concerns. But the terrifying truth is that the Afghanistan debacle is just a small part of Democrats'
Nah, they had to be trolling about that, man, because I'm looking it up and they saying there have been no reports, man. There have been no reports that they found anything. But yesterday, that shit was circulating. I was like, man, let me see. I waited because y'all remember when they said, who was that? Nigeria, one of those African countries supposedly had found the same amount of gold reserves. Like, what was it, like 10 trillion? They supposedly found 10 trillion in gold reserves, and then we just never heard nothing about it. Yeah, so that's why I was waiting on that Saudi Arabia shit, man. And now that I'm looking it up, I can't find it. I mean, I see the clips, people talking about it, but I can't find any actual source of them saying, like, hey, this is what we got.
Total betrayal of the American people during the Biden years. The tragedy that we just witnessed the day before Thanksgiving is a reminder that untold thousands of terrorists, gang members, and criminals were invited into our country and remain here to this very day. The border is now secure, thanks to President Trump, but the threat in our interior remains real and urgent. These public safety threats are already inside our land, and President Trump was elected on a promise to find and remove them, and he has already taken significant steps and made significant progress towards fulfilling this promise. But there is more work to be done because President Trump believes that he has a sacred obligation to reverse the calamity of mass, unchecked.
See, that's the same thing I was reading. Applejack, Saudi Arabia announced recent discoveries of significant gold and copper deposit, particularly in the Nahran region and the Arabian Shield. That's what I was seeing reports of and seeing people talk about. But when I look up, like, it ain't shit going on. I don't know.
Migration into our country. As a result, the Trump administration is now actively re-examining all of the Afghans imported into the country by Joe Biden. Any individual who threatens our national security or our citizenry will be subject to removal. President Trump has already permanently paused migration of foreign nationals from third world countries that pose a very high risk to the United States. For too long, past American presidents supported self-destructive immigration policies that allowed foreigners who outright hate our country and have no interest.
All right, here it go right here. All right, this is from AGBI. Saudi miner AMAC has discovered new reserves of copper, zinc, gold, and silver, further expanding the country's estimated, let me see, preliminary assessments indicated nearly 11 million tons of mineral resources with one of the AMAC's exploration licenses. For this discovery, made after intensive drilling program that began in February, represents a major milestone in the kingdom's economic diversification efforts under Vision 2030. The company has drilled over 27,000 meters, covering less than 10% of the licensed area, with strong potential for further growth as exploration continues. The Arabian Shield discovery early in 2025, Saudi Arabia mining company Maiden reported promising gold and copper deposits in the Arabian Shield region, specifically at Wadi Al-Jah and Jabal Shayban, with multiple intercepts of recoverable gold and copper grades identified. These were found as part of Maiden's broader exploration efforts. So yeah, they have found that shit over there, man. They got that shit.
Assimilating into our culture, they've allowed these individuals to flood peaceful American communities. This disastrous approach has drained our welfare program, driven up the cost of housing, suppressed wages, and jeopardized the safety of law-abiding American citizens. In fact, according to a new bombshell report from the New York Times, Somalian migrants in Minnesota have defrauded nearly $1 billion in taxpayer-funded benefits under Democrat Governor Walz's leadership. President Trump is putting an end to this dangerous America Last approach. His position is rooted in common sense. In the wake of last week's atrocity, it is more important than ever to finish carrying out the president's mass deportation operation. America cannot allow millions upon millions of unvetted illegal aliens to be rewarded with amnesty after they broke our nation's laws to come here. They must go back to their home countries. It is also essential to immediately address the massive fraud and corruption that has been going on for decades in other aspects of our immigration system, most notably when it comes to asylum claims. Millions of people who have come here under false pretenses are told blatant lies now enjoy temporary legal status. President Trump is ending this scam as well, and I would point out that the Democrats have tried to block this administration from doing so at every turn with lawsuit after lawsuit. The hard truth is that even when it comes to our legal immigration system, past presidents have failed to ensure that all prospective citizens love America, will add value and contribute to our communities, and will assimilate into our culture. Leaders have a duty to defend and advance the interests of their own people, not foreign nationals. Leaders also have a duty to preserve the integrity and character of our nation's national identity. That is why President Trump is more committed than ever to fully restoring American sovereignty by keeping our borders secure, removing all illegal...
All right, chat, we got the phone lines open, man. We just hit the 90-minute mark, so we're going to open up the phone lines. Anybody want to call in, share your thoughts and opinions with the chat, man, on live, man. The phone lines will be open for the next, 15-20 minutes.
Invaders and rebuilding a legal immigration system that makes sense and benefits our country. President Trump has no higher responsibility than to defend our homeland and our people, and he will never waver in doing so. With that, I will open it up to questions, and we'll lead today with Isabel Brown, who is in our new media seat. She's a very popular face on television these days. She's built a great independent media podcast and platform with the Daily Wire, and I appreciate your being here, Isabel. Thank you,
Caroline. Appreciate it and appreciate the briefing. Many Americans, in light of these recent events that you just mentioned, are starting to say that we are being invaded as a country, culturally, and logistically when it comes to immigration. And we know that immigration without assimilation is indeed invasion. So given the recent remarks from Vice President Vance on a college campus about dramatically reducing legal immigration to address some of this crisis, and President Trump's Truth Social post last week about individuals who may be non-compatible with Western civilization, are there any conversations happening or plans being made behind the scenes for the administration to implement at least a temporary immigration moratorium, for example, in light of what the American people might be calling for?
So, Isabel, it's a great question. I think I spoke a little bit to the heart of your question in my opener there. I would add that the Trump administration has done more to limit migration, both illegal and legal, than any administration in history. And I'll just walk you through some of the actions that we have taken thus far. Number one, the Trump administration issued a travel ban for 19 countries, including Afghanistan. Special immigrant visas, which is a legal pathway to get here, which we know many Afghans have utilized to come into the country, have now been paused since the tragic shooting last week. Refugee admissions were suspended for Afghans from this administration on day one, and refugee admissions into the country right now are essentially at zero, with the exception of Afrikaners fleeing persecution in South Africa. The State Department has also heightened their scrutiny and vetting of all visas and have revoked visas.
I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it all the way real right now. I don't think this administration would give a damn about South Africa if that wasn't where Elon was from. I'm just going to be real, bro. No, I don't think anybody would give a damn about South Africa if Elon went from there.
As you know, for those who do not align with our country's national interests, the Secretary of State has the right to do that, and we've taken unprecedented action to do just that.
Yeah, you can call from a private number, Adam. You can call from a private number. It'll still go through.
We are also now pausing all asylum adjudications for additional vetting as well. And so additional actions I don't have to read out for you today, but I would just remark that the president has made tremendous progress on this front, and it's why it's so crucial that we not only secure the borders, which the president did in record time. We have zero illegal aliens entering into the country month after month, but we also are taking a look at those who are already in the interior of our country and removing them if they are here illegally, and also taking a look at these visas. Again, having a visa in the United States is not a right, it is a privilege. And the Secretary of State, if you are deemed contrary to our country's foreign national interests, has the right to revoke that privilege. Thank you. Gabe.
Caroline, excuse me, regarding Venezuela, the president said yesterday that Secretary Hegseth had denied that second strike, the reported second strike on an alleged drug boat on September 2nd, the secretary said to the president that didn't happen. But to clarify, I just wanted you to clear this up. In his social media post, Secretary Hegseth didn't go into details about that strike. He just said U.S. operations in the area were lawful, and he said that the story and media reports were fabricated. So to be clear, does the administration deny that second strike happened, or did it happen and the administration denies that Secretary Hegseth gave the order?
The latter is true, Gabe, and I have a statement to read for you here. President Trump and Secretary Hegseth have made it clear that presidentially designated narco-terrorist groups are subject to lethal targeting in accordance with the laws of war. With respect to the strikes in question on September 2nd, Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes. Admiral Bradley worked well within his authority and the law, directing the engagement to ensure the boat was destroyed and the threat to the United States of America was eliminated. And I would just add one more point.
Blew smoke off that boat twice.
Why these lethal strikes are taking place. Because this administration has designated these narco-terrorists as foreign terrorist organizations. The president has a right to take them out if they are threatening the United States of America and if they are bringing illegal narcotics that are killing our citizens at a record rate, which is what they are doing. And under the
half of those people on them boats, even if they are drug trafficking, half of them don't know the smoke finna come off their boats. But by now they finna get word. Think about the people who are over there they just don't know. They don't listen to the news. They're so entrenched into cartel or whatever society, or just so damn poor that they don't know that they finna get on this boat and get excuse my language, the morning show, and get obliterated, finito, dust, finished, smoke, targeted, locked on, man. They don't. A lot of them don't know. The rules just changed. The rules just changed, and it's crazy loading up that boat to get. It's the wow, man. Listen, man. They don't see it coming. They don't hear it coming. All it is gone. Gone. Holding on to a little plank in the middle of the ocean. Then they send another one.
Previous administration, there was enough fentanyl trafficked into our country to kill every American man, woman, and child many times over. And so that's why you've seen a drastic difference in this administration's policy with respect to the last, and it's one of
from CEP Applejack.
What's up with the Applejack?
Going on. Salute to the community. I got a question that I wanted to ask you. I want to ask you your view whole bombing of the boats and like that double tap strike that I guess Hegseth okayed.
Okay. For me, it's a multi-layered question. Morally, it's morally, I feel like they shouldn't just blow smoke off of the damn boats. But when we're talking about acting under all, what's the term I'm looking for? Under authority. When we're talking about acting under authority, with them being designated terrorists, then I don't see a problem with it. Morally, yeah, it's crazy, man. These people are mules. They probably don't know what's going on. They're in a bad situation. They don't take the drugs, they probably die or get, beheaded or something crazy like that. They do take the drugs, they run no risk of getting blown out of the damn water. So it's a tough situation.
So here's my opposition to that, right? Let's just say the intelligence coming from administration is correct. Let's just assume these are not just drug mules, but these are like the actual gang cartels on these boats trying to get drugs from Venezuela to America, which is a whole different topic too. But do you think that because they are not citizens of the United States, they don't deserve due process?
I do believe they deserve due process under the old rules. When the rules changed, I believe engagement changes. Now, that's why I say morally. I don't think these mules, quote unquote, know that they run the risk of having smoke knocked off of them. They probably think worst case scenario, they do get due process and go to jail because these rules just changed. And when we are if we are going to say these mules and these boats are coming from Venezuela, whether they're active gang members or just by proxy a mule, they're an extension of the gang. It's kind of the same thing. It will work in the same way as a RICO would down here. They don't care if you part of the gang or you just let them use your house as a stash spot because you had no choice. Your ass going to jail. These rules of engagement are just different. Instead of jail is the afterlife.
So, well, let's say with the rules changing and everything, what stops authority, the higher power, the American government, whatever, what stops them from just designating anybody they want to kill as a terrorist and saying we can just blow them up without due process?
Nothing. Nothing has stopped them prior.
Exactly. That's why, like, I feel like as a journalist, it falls on the citizens to hold the government accountable. But I don't understand how we're arguing back and forth as citizens with each other instead of going up again and trying to argue with the government. How we're just trying to argue whether or not if this is okay, and even if, let's say, we debate and
It's gonna
And
be.
I
I feel like it. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can finish your thought.
good. I was just saying that I feel like is it the only way, because like the president has safety under being charged after, say, his administration, but the people under him aren't safe from being charged. So unless he's like planning on pulling a Biden and pardoning his entire administration before he leaves, I don't understand how this works. Like, do you not think that disregarding not just international laws but American laws just will let them fly? Just because, you know what, this administration says the rules are different.
I feel like that's a different. I feel like that's a different topic. I don't think I don't think if there's a power shift and the Democrats take control, of course I think that they will be prosecuted. I think that, yes, I do think that they will try to come after them. Right now when we're looking at a surface level about the drugs, it's kind of like this is a push towards their government, towards all the Colombians, the Mexicans, and the Venezuelan drugs and cartels and their governments that they are alleging work hand in hand with the cartels to do something to stop it. So now the ball's in Venezuela's court. Now, if these boats are coming out there, if they have drugs on them, if they don't have drugs on them, it's kind of like you got to do something to stop it and come to the table like, well, hey, look, we're going to have our boats out here, but we're going to make sure that drugs aren't there. Similar to the way that Mexico's president did. Like, Trump wants to go into Mexico and just do the same thing to the cartels. He's designated a lot of those cartels terrorist groups, but he's not. The rules of engagement are a little different because Mexico's president, who's alleged to be working hand in hand with the cartels, has turned over a lot of those individuals. She has, made some sort of effort. Is it a bully? Is it a bully? Is it a bully situation? Yes, it's a bully situation. I'm not debating whether it's a bully
There's
situation.
no sovereignty for the other countries. I understand that, but the way I'm looking at it is like we'll say, like the ball's in Venezuela's court. What can Venezuela really do when the FBI themselves have stated statistically most of the drugs aren't coming from there, and also stating that, like, the survivors that were bombed before, the other boats, they were just fishermen. Oh, they're just deciding, you know what, we got these boats out here, they're filled with drugs, we're going to bomb them. We don't know that. We don't even know if these guys are terrorists.
Right, but we have to understand too that I'm trying to have this talk with you like in present terms. Like, I don't like to deflect, right. I don't like to, but if I can just open up the conversation a little broader. And this would go back to previous administrations, like they've been wanting Maduro out. So I feel like the boats go along with Maduro getting out, go along with Trump saying that we'll control the oil. It's a that's why when we started this, it's a multi-layer conversation. And it all goes back to regime change and what comes with regime change. What is some of the points that they're arguing that they need regime change from? Corruption, quote unquote, drugs, quote unquote, and just a criminal government, and this, I feel like this is one leg to the whole body of a problem. Knocking the smoke off the boats in the water, saying it's drugs, whether they confirm it's drugs or not, is putting more pressure on Maduro to step down. Maduro, you're going to have to do something. Are you going to leave? I promise you, once regime change comes, the airs in Venezuela will open. No more smoke will be knocked off of those boats. They just
once regime change comes, it's going to turn out like, I feel like it's going to turn out like how it was in Libya or how it was anywhere else.
Where it just keeps fighting, keeps going.
Out. We try to put in our own people that are friendly towards us, and then we bring slavery to the country and disrupt the region. Then we get mass immigration, and we're just going to have another situation where we're in right now, where we're talking about the illegals. It's like a constant what do you call that, mouse wheel, just keeps going around and around and around in a circle. You know what I mean? Like that's just the logical visual that I'm seeing. Because when have we ever toppled a government and things have been fine right after? You know?
I think they're looking
every action has a reaction.
I think that they're looking at it kind of like, especially with the talks of, just prior to Trump coming into office, about the Panama Canal, about Greenland, about just annexation, about making Canada the 51st state, and just things like that. Yeah, I think that they're going to try to control that. We've heard Trump say that, we would have controlled all of that oil. We have people from that government, from that over there saying that, hey, we'll open the trade. We'll open up $1.7 trillion worth of trade after this regime change comes. So, yeah, it's a money play. It's nothing new. I just want people to realize that this is an ongoing thing. This goes back to the Obama administration, the first Trump administration, the Biden administration.
Even further. Yeah, even further than Obama. I actually agree with you. I just wanted to pick your brain for a second, just ask you on that question, because, I'm not trying to sit here whether if I agree or whether if you agree with what the administration is doing. I'm just trying to view the different pathways of what this action would cause. You know what I mean? But I appreciate your time. I appreciate your community. I'm going to be in the chat section right quick. I do want to give a little shout out. If you're in the northeastern part of Ohio, specifically Canton or whatever, I got a crew out there named Savage Gang. We're doing a big mutual aid come January 7th. We've raised about $40,000, perishables, food, rent assistance. Everybody just come out to the Walmart on Tuskara Street in Canton, January 7th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. We got the lot in the parking lot for Walmart. Everybody's welcome. There's no assistance needed unless you want to come out here and help us pass out food, pass out clothing, and do some of these raffles so we can pay some of these people's rent. Other than that, thank you guys for thanking your community.
How far are you away from Cleveland? How far is there from Cleveland?
I actually work in Cleveland. I'm about an hour away from Cleveland.
All right, man. I might try to get out there, man. If Lord's willing, man, I might try to get out there.
Hell yeah, man. January 7th, we all out there. Savage Gang. We're spreading the word. We're trying to get everything out there. We try to do this at least 2 to 3 times a year. We were able to. We don't accept any donations. It's a group of me and my friends. We're all doing pretty well for ourselves. So we try to recover and recoup our own money, put into a pot, and then just give it out. We all we got, we got to take care of the community. Government ain't going to take care of us.
Hey, man, most definitely, man. If you get a flyer or something, send it over and I'll post it to the community tab.
I appreciate you. All right, I'll be in the chat section. Thank you very much, Plug.
All right, now. All right, chat, man. Yeah, that was nice. That is nice, man, chat. But we finna get up out of here, man. We coming up on the 2-hour mark. We're gonna try to come back later on the night. Last night I planned to go live. This show was supposed to happen last night, the show I'm giving y'all right now, but I went to sleep at when Money was live. I was gonna get on Money's live, and I ended up going to sleep, and when I woke up, it was I had to go to sleep again. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't even too much going on. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to come live this morning, man. But we will be back later on. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we'll be back later on. And Erica, go watch the playback, man. Catch the playback. Catch the playback, y'all. Catch the playback, man. Y'all know I don't get any revenue while y'all watch this stream live. You know what I'm saying? When y'all gift or send donations, I get paid, but for the ads and shit, y'all don't, I don't get paid on this until the playback. After I get off live and people watch the playback, I get the ads, you know what I'm saying? But while it's live, it's no ads. All right, man. Chad, I'll be back later, man. If you do watch on the playback, be sure to comment throughout, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.